Officials of the city of Denver announced on Thursday that they have reached a deal to purchase the Park Hill Golf Course for $20.5 million. The deal still needs to be approved by the city council, and no plans have been announced on what the city will do with the 155-acre site. Ben, this seemed like, I'm not sure this was a surprise. There are a lot of folks saying that this should happen. The city should buy Park Hill. But what do you think the city should do with it?
Well, I think they should keep it as dedicated open space and park space. You know, I think it's a fair and open question about whether it should continue to be a golf course. All reports indicate that it has not been financially viable as such. My major concern, of course, is that the city is going to once again turn its back on its citizens, give away more open space, turn it open to developers for more low-cost, I'm not even sure how to describe it, just poor quality construction, which we have ample amounts of here in the city. So that would be my big concern. I know that they're going to dedicate maybe about 35 acres or a portion of it on the corner to stormwater drainage, which is, it's okay. It'd be nice to maybe see more of that in that park as opposed to City Park Golf Course. So it's an open question, but it's certainly the right move on its face. Given the track record of this administration, though, I think we should probably plan for the worst.
Always a fan, always a fan. I remember that. Roger, you have a situation here at the city with the City Park Golf Course. I'm not sure if it's going to even be able to use as a golf course once all the stormwater mitigation systems go in there. And they just purchased Park Hill, which isn't next door, but it's not that far down the road. Could you see something where Denver says, well, even though we need to take apart the City Park Golf Course, we're going to now have our new City Park Golf Course down the road, or is that even an option?
Yeah, I don't think it's really an option. Honestly, I don't know that we need a downtown golf course. I don't know that this one was popular even when it was popular. I don't know that it was serving that great a amount of citizens. And for outdoor space, I mean, we live in Colorado. I mean, I've got outdoor space everywhere I go. 10 minutes. I don't live in New York. I can drive outside of the city and do that. What we don't have is good affordable housing downtown, or even for seniors or for students. For some things that we actually really need right now. Our first topic, actually highlights that very well. There's some things that we need in downtown Denver we do not have. We don't need another museum. I don't think we need a golf course, but we do need some housing. We need some services for our citizens in Denver, so they don't have to drive out of the city to go get.
Patty, what do you think the city should do with its new, well, tentatively new 155 acres?
How much space does Amazon need? I am hoping, I think it's like 100 acres. I am hoping that is not what the goal is here. But let me argue with you about the open space issue, because look at the people who live in North Park Hill. Look at a lot of the poor neighborhoods in town. They don't have the cars. They can't get out of town up to the mountains. They can't go on these retreats. So open space is really critical to a city. And we've seen Denver 100 years ago, the City Beautiful concept, getting all that open space out there. That's important. So I would hope the city has a good plan to continue to use it as open space. Whether or not as a golf course is a big question, because we're seeing a lot of different things going on in parks right now that mean it's time for Denver to have a discussion. You've got Overland with the concert. You have City Park that will be closed for some of this mitigation for a long time. People need to figure out what they want from the city with the parks.
David, wrap it up for us.
Well, I want to represent the view of people like myself, the pro-golf extremists. First of all, the Park Hill Golf Course has been around for many, many decades and was a viable thing for a long, long time. The golfing population has declined, and it appears to be no longer sustainable. So that use probably does have to change. I think I endorse everything Ben said so well, that the best thing to do, and Patty, that we should keep it as open space. It's a really important factor in the livability of a city. It includes the mental health. I mean, remember when I lived in Brooklyn and was near Prospect Park, very dense area, but just to be able to walk a few blocks and go to a park and clear your head and get some fresh air and open spaces is really, really important. And I think Ben's fears of what the Hancock administration will do to it are probably well-founded.